guys, Joanna coming back in, have another battle replay for Rome 2. This is a 3v3 siege in CYRENE, as the name of the settlement is CYRENE. We do have two Roman factions and one Macedon faction attacking Egypt, Rome, and Boii. So pretty interesting, kind of little Civil War-ish kind of situation, I guess, going on. I just want to give a special shout out here real quick right off the beginning to my Patreon supporters: Dan, Jonas, Axel, Adam, Ellington, Bisaman, Rob W, Jordan, Michael, and Paul. Thank you guys very much for supporting me over there on Patreon. If any of you other guys would like to support me over there, feel free. The description will be, the link, sorry, for my Patreon account will be in the description below. Also, I want to just toss out there, guys, get on over there. Make sure you check out the other backseat generals, Ellington and Gorm Mjolnir. Their links for the channels are in the description below as well. Also, Hungry Wolves Discord still down there. If you guys want to come on over, hang out, just click away, boy. Come on over, hang out, have a good time. But okay, let's get into the attacking armies first. We'll start off here with Macedon, who's being commanded by the last Praetorian, which is weird that the last Praetorian is playing as Macedon when there's two Roman armies. Anyway, so last Praetorian is bringing with him 4 units of hoplites, 3 units of royal peltasts, 3 Thoreos spears way back here in his rear line. He's also bringing with him 2 units of thorax swordsmen, 3 Cretan archers, 1 unit of regular archers. His general is a unit of companion cavalry, and just because, he's got 1 lone unit of royal peltasts way back over here on a ship. So not a whole lot of ships coming in on Rome and Macedon's fleets, but still represented here in this port assault. Moving over to the first Roman army. Now they're all kind of conjoined here. So I know that one of them is Robert, the other one is Chima. So let's get over Robert's army. As far as I know, he is bringing with him 7 units of Principes, 5 Legionnaire cohort, 2 units of Evocati cohort, 3 Balearic slingers, 1 unit of auxiliary cavalry. He has a ballista with him somewhere. Oh, actually, his ballista is really far forward. I don't know if that's a good idea, because right off the bat I'm seeing the Egyptian ballista right there. So mobile artillery, usually not good to put up on the front line. You can put it way back over here, or he could have hit it behind the buildings over there, just so he wouldn't be losing it. But we're gonna have to see. But I don't recommend putting your mobile artillery that close up to the front line. He also has, his general here is a unit of the Legatus, which again is really close to the front line. Again, not a good idea. I mean, it's next to his cavalry, so I get like he's trying to protect his artillery, but not a good place to put your general or your mobile artillery. Final attacking army on the battlefield, we have the other Rome faction being commanded by Chima. He's got a pretty interesting army composition. He's bringing 4 units of gladiators, 4 Praetorian Guard, 2 units of Triarii, 3 Syrian archers, 1 Velitae, 3 units of Praetorian cavalry. His general is a bodyguard, and he's also bringing a boat, but it's an onager boat, so I don't know. I really don't know how well this thing is going to do, because I don't think the onagers actually come off of the boats. So he'll only be able to hit as far as he gets close to land. So, but we'll have to see how well that goes. Getting into the defending armies here, though, we will go into Egypt first, being commanded by Nolan Jr. 55 Games. He's bringing with him 6 units of thorax swords, 4 Thoreos spears, 2 units of thorax pikemen, 2 units of Galatian swords, 3 Cretan archers, 1 slinger, and his general is a unit of royal thorax swords. Getting into Boii here, Boii is being commanded by Kanashan, 10 units of sword followers. That's gross. 10 units of sword followers. Oof. I mean, this doesn't make it any better. 3 units of Oathsworn back here, one of those being his general. That's even more just hurt, absolute hurt and pain for the attacking armies. He's also got 1 unit of Levy Freeman, 1 unit of Naked Warriors, oh god, and 4 units of the Celtic Bowmen. And the defending Roman army is being commanded by T. Brown. He is bringing with him 4 units of Eagle Cohort, 3 Socii Extraordinare, 2 units of Legionnaire Cohort, 1 unit of Legionnaires, 2 Triarii, 1 Praetorian Guard, 1 Gladiator Spears, 3 units of Balearic Slingers, which actually is kind of interesting because they have the ability to bring the 3 Syrian Archers, but, I mean, on defense, I guess. We'll have to see how well they do, though, but I think I would, if I were to ever play Rome, I think I would much rather have the Syrian Archers. He does have 1 unit of the Syrian Archers, and his general is a unit of the General's Bodyguard. So 26 minutes, 11 seconds of a battle. Again, this is CYRENE. Let's get this one going here. And I'm immediately interested. I want to see if this artillery is just going to get shelled down. Does not look like that's actually taking place. Maybe the Egyptian player doesn't know how to manually fire, which again, I'm going to give the little tip out. Manually fire is as simple as clicking the artillery unit, pressing insert, and right-clicking to zoom in, left-clicking to fire. If it is a multiple artillery unit, you can press page up and page down. That will cycle through each one of the pieces of the artillery that you have in the unit. So, but yeah, even the, wow, I don't know why he's got it up here then, if he's not going to start firing to hit the walls. Oh, there we go. Spoke a little too soon. Boom. Immediate. Lit the thing on fire immediately. Wow, 1 shot. Good job. That's actually really lucky. Usually it takes like 2 shots at least to light it on fire. Oh, into the auxiliary cavalry. Lost 8 on that 1 shot there. Now he's just ripping through the cavalry. Another, Jesus. Another 9 lost there. Oh, good shot onto another ballista. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, another easy way to make sure, unless the person that you're playing against is a sniper, the other thing that you could do is just drop the artillery crew off and run them away. Usually people stop firing at it, but he is not. He is just trying to get rid of another piece of artillery. Oh, just over again, hitting the auxiliary cavalry. Wow, just burning these guys down. Oh, another huge hit there. Do see some of the tortoises and towers moving up. Let's see what we have as the frontline defense here for Egypt. 2 units of thorax swordsmen entrusted in watching the staircase and the gates. Do have 2 other units of thorax swordsmen watching that staircase. 2 here watching that staircase, getting up into Boei's lines and his massive amount of sword followers. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be... I think this is going to be pretty held for a little while here, at least by the defenders. Let's get back over here to his artillery. He did not pull them off, and Egypt has now stopped firing at the artillery, which I don't understand because he did a lot of damage to at least this one. He hit it 2 times. I think he hit this one at least once, so he could definitely be burning these pieces of artillery down. We do have the Roman artillery getting some shots back. Looks like they are just going to return fire back up onto the wall artillery, and oh, close. Close, very, very close there. Boom, there goes another one. We do have the Syrian archers here for Rome now starting to make their way forward. Oh, wait. Balearic slingers on attack? Oh, I thought that was the other way around. I just assumed that they had Syrian archers. I don't know how well that's going to go for them. Slingers on attack usually doesn't work very well. General is now starting to pull back. That's auxiliary cavalry almost down half. Is now pulling back. So, okay, we do have some combat going up on the walls here. Egypt did send a unit of his thorax swordsmen up to take on some Praetorian Guard. Praetorian Guard coming in first. Ooh, man. And we got actually a unit of Patriarii over here. Praetorian Guard on a ram? Wow. Okay. Again, these are things that I've not seen before. So I'm not trying to sound like a jerk. Just different tactics work for different people. But that is a very expensive unit to be putting on a ram. So, a bunch of gladiators now moving around. Let's see what's going on. Macedon's getting one of his tortoises up close to landing towers on this side. Some of the shield bearers coming up, taking on some sword followers. That might... No, I don't think so. Yeah, sword followers are probably going to have that fight. Along with the... I don't think they're firing yet, but Celtic bowmen right there. Let's get back over here, see what's going on. The Peltast ship looks like it's about to land. Still kind of spinning around here. Don't really know what he's doing. The Onager ship is not moving at all. He's just sitting back there. Okay, so let's swing on back over here to the front line. Looks like the thorax swordsmen are obviously losing. Oh, no, they're not. Wow, with the aid of the archers. Oh my god, these Praetorians are getting murdered. Absolutely annihilated. We do have another unit of CYRENE now coming in, though. Some cavalry very close. Egyptian cavalry very close up to the wall. Maybe he was thinking about charging out. Good idea there, though, but we do have some more Praetorian Guard making their way forward. Some Syrian archers here starting to fire up onto the wall. Looks like maybe he's trying to hit some of the thorax swordsmen, which, yeah, a lot of his shots are just going to hit these towers. So not really that great of an idea. Praetorian Guard here, unfortunately, using a lot of their javelins and just throwing them straight into a wall. So again, another recommendation would be to turn auto fire off for your melee units who have javelins or pilas, just so that doesn't happen, because they're not really doing anything. They have 4 kills, but they've used pretty much all of their pila. So not the greatest of usage there. Let's get to see what Macedon is doing. Unit of hoplites have broken down the wall, but he's kind of just hanging out here getting shot at by the tower. Wouldn't be surprised if these defenders might have used their javelins already. Nope, neither one of them. So they still have full javelins here. We do have the hoplites now charging on through into some thorax swordsmen. Right behind them, a unit of legionnaire cohort. Let's see what's going on this side. Macedon up over here, up on the walls. Thorax swordsmen and a unit of shield bearers up here, but we do have some of the Celtic warriors who've... I'm sorry, Celtic bowmen have moved around. So yeah, they're just going to start littering into this. Great shooting there. I'm not sure if the bowmen are firing at the shield bearers or the thorax swordsmen, but I would say better target would be to shoot at the thorax swordsmen, because they'd be firing... Oh, looks like there. He is doing that. Okay, good. He is firing right into the backs of the thorax swordsmen. Probably getting a couple of kills on the shield bearers, but the majority of his shots are going there, which is definitely good. Macedon starting to swing his 3 units of Cretan archers around over onto this side, closer to the Roman army. Still not really pressing up very much. Let's get into some combat here. Do have a unit of the Praetorian Guard who have come through the gate, as it was neutralized, so they didn't feel any of the burning oil problems. Good fighting going on here so far. We do see some archer fire coming in, though. Cretan archers all up here. 3 units of Cretan archers up here firing away. We do have another unit. Thorax pikemen now coming up towards the gate. Oh man, that could be rough. I mean, but the Romans, I mean, he does have some Syrian archers here. 2 units of the Cretan archers moving over here for Macedon as well. So those pikes may get destroyed. It's possible. It is definitely possible, but this front line not looking good. Egyptian cavalry is now charged in, trying to help hold back the Praetorian Guard here. I don't know, that's going to go very well. Well, maybe they did. Maybe he did a pretty good charge. Oh, no, he didn't get any kills. Never mind. No kills. This Praetorian Guard here at 102 kills. Already destroyed 1 unit, or pretty much ripped apart a unit of Thoreo spears. Here comes the thorax pikemen. Hopefully, yes, they did get the pikes out. And they should line up and start just stabbing these Praetorian Guard in the back. That would be the most advantageous thing for them to do. CYRENE up on the wall here, getting wrecked by some thorax swordsmen. Another unit of gladiators have been just absolutely destroyed. 35 kills for them. So these thorax swordsmen here, 126 kills. Getting a little bit of an assistance here from some more of the Thoreo spears there for Egypt. That's funny. Let's see what's going on up in here. We got some Principes up on the wall taking on some thorax swordsmen. That should be a pretty even fight, I would say. 16 kills. These guys have 17. Yeah, that's 42, 34, 61, 75. 47, 35, 53, 75. So actually a lot higher of a melee attack for the 5 points higher. Everything else is pretty even. 61, 75, 53, 75. So pretty even stats. A couple stats here and there, up and down. Let's see how Macedon is doing over here. Gone. Macedon has now completely abandoned this side, which I don't entirely blame him for, because of all these sword followers over here. Let's just check some of these sword followers. 78, 85. Does archers have a lot of kills, maybe? 83? We do have a Roman general now coming out. General's bodyguard still hidden. He's making his way out over there. Wonder why Macedon is coming on over here to join this just massive blob of units. We do have the Roman onager has moved forward though, but I'm starting to see, yeah, some of the Cretan archers over here. I wonder if they can light this boat on fire. Let's see where that shot is going. Hitting into the backs of some of the Thoreo spears. 2 units of Thoreo spears actually suffering. No, the second one didn't actually. This unit's taking a little bit of damage. 39 men left, but I'm pretty sure that was the one that was here originally that was fighting some of the Praetorian Guard. So we do have more units actually coming up. Some Triarii again. They need to send up more units. These attackers need to push. Let's go, boys. You're leaving your men out here to die. These guys are all just getting absolutely destroyed here in the center. Gladiators getting ripped apart. Praetorian Guard getting murdered. 48 kills for Praetorian Guard. 7 kills for Gladiators. You need to get more guys up on them walls. Start trying to press your attack around. Start coming down. Or they could try and send a unit down around over this way to come in. Send another unit up onto the wall there. Really start trying to use more of these advantages. Rome on this side is trying though. He's got some Principes. Like I said, still fighting these Thorax swordsmen. It looked like Thorax swordsmen are actually turning that battle around. Some more sword followers coming down. Naked warriors up on the wall, dueling it out with some more Principes. Principes are losing to naked warriors. Wow, that's crazy. There's got to be archers nearby. There has to be archers. Were these guys firing? No, no kills. Naked warriors doing that much damage to Principes? That's crazy. Wow. There's a Legionnaire cohort here. I don't know if they're really involved in the fight very much, though. Oh, wait. Who is up here? What the hell is going on? We got some naked warriors up here and just the Legionnaire cohort. Oh, the Legion cohort. Okay. Both of the Defender units are up. Okay. I was going to say, the naked warriors really ripping Principes apart that much? That much? I don't know if it was just by themselves. Okay, so it's Principes over here, taking on sword followers and Triarii. Up on the wall here, some more Principes or Principes, however you guys say them. I've heard them, honestly, I've heard them said both ways. Another sword follower unit climbing up here. This would just be fantastic for him to just close this off. Just come around, smash into the back of that unit there, and just finish him off. See how the onager is doing, actually. I want to get back over. Oh, the onager's on fire! So the onager is useless now? Yes, they only have 1 onager on the boat, so that boat is gone. I mean, there's still 39 men on it, so I guess he could land it and try and use them for melee, but onager, I think he came a little bit too close to this dock. I mean, his range is pretty good. 350, so he could have parked maybe... Honestly, I think what would have been better is if he had parked over here and fired up this way, because the defenders would have had to send archers all the way around to try and deal with that. So I think that would have been a better angle for him to put the onager ship there. But alright, let's get back in here. 13 minutes, 38 seconds. These Thorax pikemen are still up here. 44 kills for them so far. More, looks like, well, actually, we got another unit coming in. Another unit of Praetorian Guard have now made their way in through the gate. Gladiators here, exhausted, still trying to do what they can do. Ooh, Macedon archers are losing. What are they getting murdered by? Probably, hopefully not just the archer tower. That would be bad if it was just the archer tower. Egypt's artillery still here. Is he still firing with it? Looks like it still has another shot loaded. Rome over here, 2 kills somehow. And Boiai's artillery, I believe, got taken out. Pretty sure his artillery was all along this wall somewhere, but I don't see it anymore. Lots of Rome coming out. Look at all of these elite troops coming out here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 equal cohort of Praetorian Guard. 2 units of Balearic Slingers. And, of course, a unit of Triarii. Very solid spear. Very, very solid spear infantry there. So this is just a fight to the death on the walls here between Boii, Rome, Egypt, and Macedon and Rome. Fight to the death for the gates, for the walls, everything. The attackers just, I mean, they still do have so much infantry. They need to push up more. I know it probably sounds a little bit like a broken record, but they need to push up more. Don't really need to worry about that right now. They're so far away. It would take them a while. Aside of the general unit, it would take so long for the rest of these units to get over here. They don't really need to worry. Plus, they do have a ton of cavalry. They have 3 units. Was it 3 units of Praetorian cavalry? They have a companion cavalry, both generals, another unit of auxiliary cavalry still running around somewhere. They do definitely have the cavalry advantage for over here. So they could do some serious damage. So I don't really know if I'd be worrying this much. I mean, they're putting a lot of units. Looks like they're moving a lot of units over here. 1, 2, 3 units of Principes, Evocati cohorts, Royal Peltasts. I mean, we still have this huge block of Legionnaire cohort just kind of sitting here. That could definitely be used towards the walls. Balearic Slingers, again, just Balearic Slingers on attack. I mean, usually you see with Rome or other factions that can bring 3 Syrian archers or 3 Cretan archers, you usually see another unit of archers or a unit of slingers. But it's usually they bring their 3 strongest with them. And with the funds, with some of the armies here, some of the units that were picked with the funds, I think that they probably would have been better off had they gone with the Syrians instead of the triple slingers. But yes, here we are again, back up inside the city here, and Egypt has been victorious. What is this? We have a unit of Praetorian cavalry charging into the backs of the Macedonian player. The Roman ballista so close up to the wall here. Now I understand why the Levi Freeman and his sword follower unit came out. There goes another unit of the ballista. He's got 10 kills so far. Too close. Way too close up to the wall. I mean, they don't have a foothold here. I understand wanting to move it up and get some shots, but he could have just put it right up. He could have literally just put his ballista right there, fired over the wall into all of this mess, which again, I do, yes, Joe, they have their eyes over their heads, so they're hidden. Left alt, right click on whatever area you want, it will bombard. It will just fire in that area. This would have been murdered. This would, maybe not all of them destroyed, but there would have been a lot of damage done. Speaking of damage done, Praetorian cavalry coming around. Looks like they just routed out a unit of Legionnaire cohort. Not really using these, I mean, they only have 1 tortoise with the factions. Rome coming and Macedon only having 1 tortoise. Especially against a walled city. That's again a little confusing. I'm just wondering if maybe the attackers are a little bit on the newer side. I'm not entirely sure. I don't want to make an assumption and then come up to be wrong later on. But yeah, I think they would have been much better off using more tortoises than just 1. What was that now firing? Oh, the Roman ballista over here now getting some shots off onto this front line infantry there. Up to 24 kills. He went from 2 to 24. Let's see. Shot is out. Looks like he's just firing down onto the Evocates. That shot doesn't look like it hit anything, but he is firing at the Evocati cohort. Principes, whatever. I'm going to call them Principes. Do have a lot of fire now coming from the Syrian archers up on the wall here down into these units of Principes. Getting some good shots in onto the side. Now they're going to turn. They're going to get shot in the back. Rough. Oh, Macedon general just pulling away from that fire. Wow. If I was Boii and Rome, I would just be firing right here. 30 kills for him. Boii has 0 so far, but he's at least trying. Long distance shots, but he's trying. And he also has fire shot on, which is definitely better. I mean, flame. Oh, kind of. Yeah, killed a couple. Killed about 4 on that one. Good job there. Let's get back up onto the front wall, though. Front line. Does look like the defenders are now starting to press out, which I don't blame them. I mean, so many units have moved this way. It's a shame that Egypt didn't hold on to some of his... I mean, hindsight 2020, it's a shame that he didn't hold on to some more of his artillery, because this is just a feeding frenzy of firing for an artillery piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of Legionnaire cohort and a unit of hoplites. Not like the hoplites really matter all that much. But we do have some sword followers now making their way out, charging into the mercenary Cretan archers, completely undefended. Do have some Thoreo spears, though, firing in onto the back of the sword followers, so that is good to see at least. Some Some hoplites now making their way around. Maybe they're trying to surround. Not that they really... Okay, sword followers are going to be gone. See what's going on over here. See a lot of... What is going on? Sword followers have charged out over here also, getting into the Roman cavalry and some of the Royal Peltasts there from Macedon. Royal... Oh my god, the Praetorian cavalry down to 44 men. They are losing to sword followers. Yet another unit of sword followers making their way out. Did the artillery crew get broken? I don't see it anymore. So yeah, they've lost their artillery crew also. Still with one more piece of artillery. And this is now looking like it's going to turn into a bit of a land battle. Now, the defenders were absolutely successful in holding the walls. I mean, you can see the amount of bodies that are just laying here. Probably a ton laying up on the walls as well. Not as carpeted as I've seen other settlement walls before, but this whole front lawn out here is probably just going to be some of the richest earth known to man, I would say. Sword followers here, 2 units chasing down a unit of Royal Peltasts, which, I don't know if I would run away from that if I was the Royal Peltast. I mean, I would angle away just to make sure I didn't get surrounded, but I don't know if I would run away from that. Oh, what is rioting up here now? Praetorian cavalry looked like they tried to get a charge in. Okay, so this right here, once that unit of naked warriors is gone, push in here. I mean, we have some Thraeus spears and Galatian swordsmen. Whatever's here should be able to wreck that. What do we have? Royal Peltasts, Thraeus spears, hoplites, Thraeus spears. The Royal Peltasts would do a number. Hopefully these Thraeus spears are going to start making their way in. Come on. Push, push, push. Go. Go, 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 go. Don't just stand there. Please don't just stand there. Praetorian cavalry got away? There's 4 guys left. How the hell did they not break? Okay, well, another charge coming in by them into a unit of sword followers that just broke another unit of hoplites. Oh, big charge. Praetorian cavalry coming in onto some sword followers there. Huge charge. Wow. That went from 46 to 32 very quickly. Do have a lot of archer fire coming in here, though. Probably causing a little bit of friendly fire onto that Praetorian cavalry. That unit now starting to waver. They were winning. I think that volley did do some damage. We have another unit of Praetorian cavalry coming in, charging in onto this unit of sword followers. Hopefully the archers don't fire into them. Okay, sword followers are now broken. We do have those units for Macedon starting to break through. Thraeus spears, hoplites, and a unit of Royal Peltasts making their way in through the wall. But in that time, a unit of thorax pikemen were able to come over here. That just made that attack a lot harder. Let's see what's going on over here, actually. We have some archers wavering. Why were the Balearic slingers so far forward? They had 55 kills. Why are they so far forward over here? There's a lot of infantry over here, too. Evocati cohort taking on Oathsworn. Oathsworn unit here now going to come wrap around into the back. What do we have here? Eagle cohort taking on some Principes. More artillery shots coming down from Boii into these Praetorian Guard there. Oh, that Principe unit is gone. This Oathsworn unit just came over, finished off the rest of that Evocati cohort, and this Evocati cohort more than likely is going to suffer the same fate. I do see the Macedonian general in here just getting wrecked. Does have 120 kills though, but he's now in melee combat with a unit of Eagle cohort. So I don't really know how well that's going to go there for the general. He's still holding on though. Melee defense 23. Eagle cohort melee defense 60. Macedon general looks like he is going to try and get away from there, though. Oh, he's starting to waver. Oh, big volley into the back. Down to 19 men, and here comes the defending Roman general charging in. Ooh, this is close. This out here is close. The rest of this battle, though, very well done by the defenders. Very well done by the defenders. I would say that there was a couple of questionable things on the attacker side. Once I get to the army comp screen, though, I'll go over some of the armies and just kind of give my little opinion on some of them. I mean, one of the armies had 4 units of gladiators, a lot of Praetorian Guard. I mean, they spent a lot of money. There was a lot more of the higher tier units than a more fleshed out, solid army. Basically, just went for quality over quantity. Yeah, these Syrian archers just getting rained down upon here by the Celtic bowmen. doing fantastic. 30 kills so far for them, 181 for this unit. And they're just going to feed on these guys. Yeah, these Syrian archers not going to last very long. Now they turn their back, so they're just going to get shot in the back as they're trying to run away. Yeah, a lot of losses there. A lot of losses there. Macedon charging some of his Cretan archers in. Probably out of ammo. 134 kills for them. Royal Peltas standing here firing their javelins up towards the wall. Probably not getting a whole lot of kills. Again, firing into the solid stone towers. But yeah, it does look like this is going to be a solid defense here for the defenders. 2 minutes left in the battle, but the attackers really not pressing in very much. They don't really have a whole lot left anyway. Let's see what this Roman general is going to try and do. Looks like he's making his way towards this breach. Some sword followers coming out. Oh, and the charge got slowed because he was running. He was charging in the Royal Peltas, and hoplites came out and slowed the charge. Do have a Royal Peltas unit coming over here, though. This general's bodyguard, Legatus general getting destroyed. Down to 15 men, 0 kills. 14 men running and broken. Wow. Defenders now coming out here. 2 units. Oh, wow, actually. 1 unit of Socii, 1 unit of Legionnaire cohort, and a regular unit of Legionnaires coming out through this breach, along with the unit of sword followers. Triarii now coming out, getting into the mix. This Royal Peltas unit really did, done. He didn't really stand very much of a chance over there. Oathsworn still making their way up. Looks like Rome has just completely routed here. Do still have another unit of Praetorian cavalry here, though. 20 kills. 80 men still in the unit, though, so that could... Nope, they're wavering now. 54 seconds left in this battle. Wait, whoa. What is going on? Way back over here, we have some Oathsworn taking on a General's Bodyguard unit, and the General Bodyguard unit winning currently. We're going to hang out over here and watch and see how this goes. Just want to bring the HUD back up. What's our time? 20 seconds. Yeah. This is over. There goes the final Roman general. He's starting to waver. Good defense. Good defense. Although, like I said, questionable tactics there. Questionable armies on the attackers' side. But we'll get into the army comps here, and I'll just kind of give my opinion. I'm not a big Rome player at all. And I mean at all, like ever. Maybe once I've played Rome. Or as Rome. So, all right, let's get into the defenders first. We'll start off with Nolan Jr., 55 games, who's actually the guy that sent the replay in. So, dude, thank you very much. I believe that's the first replay you've ever sent in to me, so thank you very much. Hopefully, you'll have some more coming down the line. His Galatian Swordsman General, Royal Thorax Swordsman General, 101 kills. The cavalry there with 2. His Cretan Archers doing great, 123, 88, 107. Slingers didn't even get involved. 2 units of Galatian Swords, 163, 112. One of the Pikes, 278. The other one there with 104. Unit of Thorax didn't even get involved. So 225, 105, 141, 174. 3 Spears there with 106. Second up with 90. Kanashan here, his Oathsworn General, 149. Other 2 units of Oathsworn, 132, 216. His Archers doing pretty well, 93, 184, 190, 200. So actually really good there. This unit with only 93, but these other 3 did fantastic. Levy Freeman there, 31. Naked Warriors, 106 kills, and they were involved in fighting against some of the, I think it was a Praetorian Guard unit up on the walls. Sword Followers here, 140, 122, 147, 112, 101, 132, 130, and we got an 84 there. So very well done there with his Sword Followers as well. Final defending army here, we have the other Rome with T. Brown, MZM. His general, 11 kills. Slingers, 53, 75. Syrian Archers, 120. Eagle Cohort, 194, 126. Gladiator Spearmen didn't do anything. Legionnaire Cohort, 150, 116. Praetorian Guard, 200. Socii Extraordinare here, 142. And one of his units of Triarii with 39. Getting into the attackers here, though, we have some Companion Cavalry. Understandable General, 148. Royal Peltas, 71. I think that was the one that was on the boat, actually. Cretan Archers here, 135, 12, and 24, which actually, wow, that's really bad. That's unfortunate there for those 2 units of Cretans. Hoplites, 4 units of hoplites. Okay, maybe 2 or 3 hoplites on an attack. Mercenary Thracian Warriors only 66 kills, but that's a solid unit. They're a charge unit. You got to bring them in, cycle charge unit. They charge in, do some damage, come back out. Don't leave them in combat. Hoplites here, one of them there with 115 kills. His Royal Peltasts, 215, 183. 3 Peltasts, pretty good. Again, I don't know what the funds were on this battle, so. But Shield Bearers went up on the walls there. Don't really know if that's a good idea. Thorax Swordsman, only 2 units of Thorax Swordsman. Thorax Swordsman is like a backbone unit for Macedon. Usually you see anywhere from at least 4 to 7 units of Thorax Swordsman. 3 units of Threo Spears, again, makes sense. It's a good unit. They have the projectiles. So definitely good units there. 1 unit there with 100. Rome here, Robert with the Legatus General, 0 kills. I think he just had a bad charge. That Roman Ballista, again, back up the front line, not a good idea. He lost 2 before he even had a chance to move them, and then he got the unit so close to the wall that there was really nothing for him to do. Auxiliary Cavalry did what they could do, but again, he got a lot of damage done to them before the battle really even started. Balearic Slingers on attack, not usually a good idea. Top unit was 71, second with 55. Evil Cutty Cohort, that's obviously a good unit there for Rome, 174 on one of them. Legionnaire Cohort there, unfortunately not doing a whole lot. Top unit with a 71. Principes here, 71. Actually, that's a lot. 7 units of Principes. 106, 104, 71, 88. Yeah, that's a lot of Principes. Usually you'd see some armored legionnaires or just regular legionnaires mixed in there. But yeah, that's about the end of that on that army. Let's get to this army here. General's Bodyguard again, standard 29 kills. Onager from the ship. Like I said, I think he moved up a little bit too close into that docking area. Probably should have stayed flat on the wall and maybe just tried to volley some shots over the wall into the back of Egypt there. 54 kills for him. 3 units of Praetorian Cavalry. I'm pretty sure that's expensive as hell. So that probably put a big disadvantage on his army to have better troops, or a better army composition, I should say. 3 units of Syrian archers here, though. 1 with 174, 67 there. So I think maybe he just used them incorrectly or just didn't have them in the right spots to get some good shots. Velites 44. 4 units of gladiators, top with 118, second with 82. I mean, I don't usually see a lot of gladiators on the field, so I really don't know what to say. I know that they're good. I know that the gladiatresses are better if you get that specific DLC. But yeah, I think 4 gladiators might be a little much. 4 units of Praetorian Guard also. Those 4 and these 3 definitely put a huge disadvantage on the amount of on his funds as far as making a better army composition. Praetorian Guard 109, 151. Next unit with 87. 2 units of Triarii sounds about right to me. They're good, solid spears, 40 and 28. But all right, guys, that's going to be the end of this battle here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button, drop a comment down there, and guys, we're actually over 1,900 subscribers, so the race is on to 2,000. Hopefully everything continues going well, and hope you guys are all staying safe. Have a good one. Till the next time.